Hello, and welcome back to KleidiKey. Back again with more Polybridge 2. Having a lot of fun with this recently, so we're gonna keep going. Now, today's stream will be a little bit shorter. Expected to be about an hour and a half. Yeah, just an hour and a half. I do have to end the stream a bit earlier today, have some things I need to get done, personal stuff, so won't be talking too much about that. But I will try to get as much done as we can. Maybe 2 levels I'm anticipating, probably not more. Maybe I can finish all of them, who knows. If I don't push for top 1000, probably could. We'll see. Okay, here we go. Let's get started, shall we? 513. Crash course. So, this goes first. All they go at the same time. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. Actually, that's really bad. Hydraulics go off at the same time? That's not good at all. Okay, this might be a bit tricky. Maybe. Actually. Hold on, let's use normal roads here. Grid in place. Okay. Spot it with triangulate on. I want to do the same thing here, but you can't. Wanted to create a lift here to lift this part up. So this one goes up here, and this one goes through the center, and this one. That might be a bit tricky. So we have one hydraulic, huh? So this part is too small for the bus to go through, so 2 and 3 need to go through here. And I don't think there's a choice here. Alright, almost forgot. Turn this on in case people want to submit any suggestions. Okay, let's see here. If I move forward, this one goes up. How do you go under and through? Trapdoor? Maybe. Maybe trapdoor. Yeah, let's do that for now. Then to use normal roads. Okay. It's good for now. Good for now. That way. That way. Yep, that does go up. Very good. So now the tricky part. This one is gonna have to go up. Oh, this one goes forward. 3 has to go in first, so 2 will have to go behind it. Now, how do you get this one to... Maybe not like this. Let's try... about here. Move it up a little bit. Get rid of these. Support this. Okay, let's just support this one just fine. It's okay to me. Okay, now this part is the hard part. I want to raise this guy up. But how would you do that? Because if I did... Okay, let me try something here. So, let's have... something like that. No. Let's have this turned on. Copy that. Merge this. Have this. Oh, we can do the 90-degree thing here. So 1.41 meters. We'll try that here. No harm trying it. This pulls this way. I want to flip this. So it's gonna pull this backwards, and we're going to have this guy be lifted. Huh? Wait. Yeah. Correct. So if I move this here, I need to lift it upwards. So here. Be here. How did I do it again last time? Hold on. Just save that. Take a look at this one again. This one is 45 degrees. Ah, I see. Okay, needs to be 45 degrees, got it. Back to worlds. This one. Okay, load. Steel. 45 degrees. Oh, it needs to be here. How do I lift the bridge up like this? That's a bit crazy. But it'll bring it up exactly 45 degrees. Yeah. Okay, what if I did this? Is this 45? Yes. The goal is to transmit this over here. Yeah. And then have no, that's no longer a 45 degree turn. This part here isn't stabilized, which is the problem. So I need to do a bit of stabilizing here. I have a plan. I'm not sure if it'll work, but is falling apart, huh? Hold on. 1, 1. I want us to pull this backwards. So this can't be done. Yes, I think that looks good. So if you have cable here and here, kind of, yeah? That's the plan anyway. I wanna lift this upwards, if possible. I might be trying a bit too much. Is that 45 degrees? No. This 45 degrees? So we want this. Align this. Copy that. Put it here. Delete these. Oops. Get rid of that. Here and there. And then have this here. Okay, what if I lowered this? Maybe? What am I doing? Okay. So one off. Should be fine. Is the same length? 45 degrees? Yes. So I'm trying to get this one to lift upwards, but I'm gonna have to move it down, I think. Let's try putting it here for now. Cable go here. I know this is kind of a weird solution, but I can't think of anything right now. Not quite. This is tough. This is tough. It's not easy. One more maybe? No, not quite. Okay, I'm a bit lost here. Not sure this is a good solution, but at least reaffirms that I do know how to do a 90-degree rotation now. Not too bad. Now this part is going to be tough. We need both of them to be on the same line. So what we can do, it's gonna be experiments. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. This might not work. Nah, hell with it, we're gonna try. You know, go up. I'm gonna mess with. No, it did do it. There. Okay, we're gonna lift this guy up. try something along these lines, shall we? It's gonna be heavy on the left side though, which is kinda awkward. Yeah, maybe not. Let's use the grid to our advantage here. Oop, meant to copy it. Attach that straight away. And then have... let's just use steel for now. It's easier than using wood. Wood is notoriously unreliable. Okay. We're gonna have a lift upwards. And we're going to have two 45-degree angled lifts here. Pulling upwards. Right. What else do I need? I needed to transmit it upwards. Hold on. Just lock this in place. Why isn't this pulling this way? Am I doing something wrong? 45 degrees. Pulling it this way. Oh, it was collapsing on itself. Yeah. Something is wrong. I'm doing something wrong here. Like this. Yes. Okay. So now we transmit it upwards. And we need to support it. It's using this. This pulls this way. This pulls that one. Wait. Huh? Am I doing it wrong? I think I'm doing it wrong again. Let me get rid of the bottom part first. I can rebuild that easily. It's not really concerned. But that is correct. No issue there. Oh, because of that. It was falling apart. Okay, so this gets pulled here. We transmit that. That might be wrong. That might be wrong. Yeah, I think I got it. I did it the wrong way around. Okay, let's try it from this way. Pull this way. Knock that down. Pulls this, so now we're going to have a road here, supported with steel. And this is going to lift this guy up, I think. attach these two. Is it too heavy? Let me get rid of the roads first and use wood to simulate this. It's too heavy. This supporting that. Maybe this won't work. I might be trying a bit. I might be trying something too ambitious. I'm not sure. Maybe. I wanted to lift this guy up so he goes on the top half, while this one goes in the middle and this one goes across. Maybe. Kinda iffy, honestly. Maybe that won't work. I do think that having a part of it be lifted upwards together would be a good idea though. So, we definitely want something like this. And somehow, something, this gets pulled upwards. So this gets locked in place. And then we lift this up. Somehow or the other. Alright, this needs to be supported as well. What am I doing? We can support it like this. Needs to stay stabilized as well, so kind of, you know? Then there's gonna be a path up here. It's gonna lift us up to join here. There's gonna be a path up here. It's gonna go across and then down. Oh, this guy goes up through here. Yeah? Maybe? I don't know. It's a pretty tough one, this one, I think. So far, one of the harder ones, I would say. So let's have this guy go through. Invalid build location. Fine. Curve it, I will. This bus is gonna have to... Oh, jeez. How am I gonna do that? So I'm gonna have to do another ramp here. So this guy goes up as well. So this guy can go through. Just fine. Maybe? I guess. Something like that, maybe. But it's not gonna be something supporting it down here, so it can be pulled up directly. Unless I use, actually, you know what? Let me try something here. This might work. I don't know. But I saw that it almost... Oh! Didn't mean to do that. Let's get rid of this. So there's some wiggle space here. You could potentially lift this up. Switch this. Quite surprised there is actually some space here. Looks like it's only directly under this part here. The stretchy part. Can we lift this up? Let's not use grid. Use grid. No, we shouldn't use grid. It's not really centralized. That's more centralized. Hey, Sanshiba, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming, don't worry. This stream is gonna be a bit shorter. I'm gonna end in about an hour. I do have some things to do today. But I still wanted to stream, so... just to let you know. It's gonna be slightly shorter than usual. Well, not slightly, quite a bit shorter. If the road was here, it would be better, but I don't think we can get a road in here. It's a bit too small, this area. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna do much at all. Can't really lift it up in a significant way, I don't think. This one's gonna be a big problem. How do I get this across? Oh, this is also going across. Man, this is a real conundrum. I might take the whole hour on this. This one is tricky, for sure. Let's see here. Maybe I should just build the road first and think about it more in a bit. Hydraulics. So this guy's going through. Actually, you know what? Let's take it held up completely. If it does, I can try something out. Okay, this guy's getting held up completely, so we're gonna try something out here. Something maybe a bit crazy, but I have a thing I want to try. Yeah, that's getting held up pretty well. Alright, so the idea here is going to be a bit silly, but I think it will work out well. So we're gonna have the grid mode turned on, the road here. The road here and here. No, it needs to reach this level. So maybe even less steep. 1, 2, 3. Maybe a bit more steep. Just slightly under, but I think it's fine. Then we use steel here. So this gets connected, stays connected, this gets disconnected, and we're going to have, basically this is going to be a ramp for this guy. It's going to push him upwards towards here. That's the goal anyway. In fact, if I'm doing that, I might as well do something more like this. Give me a moment. The goal will be to go from here down to here. We'll make it a 10-meter road, why not? Let's turn the grid on, just so we are sure we're on the same line. That's good. Yep. Definitely gets split. Oh, they can't be a 3-way, so we can't have it connected, unfortunately. This guy has to go. I can't select them. There. Turn off this one. Have it be close, but not quite. Okay. This gets disconnected with that. That's fine. Okay. And then we need something to hold it in place. So, piece of steel here with a bit of a wood here. So it's held in place by this guy. And then another piece of steel here. And another piece of wood here. Should be a 2 as well. And a 2. Kind of. You get the point. Yeah? I hope. Alright, let's build a road. It's gonna be quite costly, but you know what? Cost isn't really important right now. Want something similar on the other side. Turn triangulation on. There. Nice. Looks good. I'm happy with that. That should be connected. Sorry. This is falling apart, so let's make this a reinforced road. It's tilting forward, which is a bad sign. This means that we need more weight here. So let's build some kind of strange ball. Not heavy enough. Heavier. It's definitely overpriced right now, but whatever. It's not really a big problem. Get a bit too heavy. That is gonna snap. There's no chance that survives this encounter here. Yeah. I might be pushing this a bit too much. It's still tilting forward a bit. I guess the only way to make it not tilt would be to get rid of these and build one more support down here. Turn off snap to grid. Turn off those. There. Whew. Managed to slip it in. Okay. Let's see, Steve, spot that. Still lifting it up, so we definitely do need some weight here. A bit more weight. Oh, that's no good, is it? The plan isn't really working. Yeah, I don't think this plan works. As much as I want to try this, I don't think this works at all. I can save a copy of it for now. Let's call it bus ramp. But the bus ramp is, I think, unfortunately dead in the water. Unlikely to work, at least. So what if I had a road that led to this spot here? was way too heavy. What if I make this a big flap? Maybe? So we have, turn that off, triangulate off. Okay, and then have this part locked in place. And then we want this part to be flexible. So when this goes through, it lifts upwards. Would spring be enough? Alright, we need to support it as well. So we need to support it from the top side. We do have a structure here that's already supporting this guy, so might as well make use of it. Like so. Too heavy. Ooh. Couldn't even get over the first one. It might be better to use rope here instead. Maybe here as well. So it bends. This is a problem. This is a problem. They reach the center about the same time, which makes sense because they're the same speed, same weight and everything. So we want... Huh. That's tough. It's real tough. I do think raising this was a good idea. This went above, it would be fine. But how would this go up, right? What if we had, okay, let me try something here. So, let's move, let's get rid of this one. Get rid of that. That stays there. Still good, yep, that's good. Let's have a ramp here. Okay, and then this should be the same height. Yep, sure is. Actually nailed it. Wow. I'm surprised. Okay, from there, let's go straight 0 degrees. It's gonna be slightly up, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit up. Let's just use a trace instead. It'll be a lot easier. Fill it with roads. Now that's gonna be a big problem. So we're gonna have to change the length of this one, so it reaches here, and then skip over that, and then finish there. Something along those lines should do. Okay, let's support these, shall we? 1, 2, lock that. Lock that. That. Okay. Now, these ones. Support these. Support these. Kind of wonky, but you know what? Okay. Now we want to support this one. But at the same time, it needs to be bendable for later on. So I think this is fine, but this part here needs a rope. So we're gonna have a supporting structure here, maybe here. Hold it up. Ooh, might be a bit too steep. No stress here, let's just reinforce this part. Rope is snapping, use cable. Steel is snapping. We're boned. I want this guy to be able to go up though. So it needs more support, it seems. I supported it more this way. Oh, it's climbing. It's climbing slowly. Ooh. Will it make it? Will the speed be enough? Oh, nice. That lifts it up. Aha! I do know what's happening here, don't worry. I'll fix that. yeah. I'll lock that in. No, not that. So this guy needs to be dealt with as well. So I want this guy to be lifted up as well, so that's a bit tricky. Do like this. Let's have this guy be moved. Turn the grid off. Move him down. Okay. Use the lock. Steel, I mean. Meant to expand. Okay. That's potentially not too bad. Though maybe, actually, you know what? I'm lifting this guy up. Yeah. Through this way. This guy's being lifted. Let's lift it in the same way here. Copy that. Lock that in. Yep. And then we have another path up here for it to go down and around. Maybe. It's gonna be a bit tricky. I'm fairly certain what's going to happen is that it's going to be too heavy and cause everything to collapse, but we won't know until we try. So this lifted up by 2 meters. So we're gonna have a road 2 meters up here. So let's use wood. 2 meters up. Starting from here. Just normal road. Right. Wait. The bus is exactly 2 meters? Huh. This might be a pretty decent way to test this. I don't know. Do I even need this? I just realized this might be kind kind of bad for support. Yeah, I could just do this. Yeah, that supports it fine. Okay. This gets lifted up. It mounts that just fine. Goes across. This part is a bit iffy. Yeah, it can't quite squeeze through. So the front needs to be more than 2 meters up, unfortunately. So we might as well make use of this joint here. That is stress. Earned really red. Oh boy. Nope. Maybe that's a bad idea. But you know, it potentially saves money, so we don't know. Alright, let's not do that. So we will have to separate it, unfortunately. I just want to save a bit of cash while I can. A bit more. Okay, let's keep going. Let's make that stronger. Yeah, it is pretty close, I will say. The one thing that needs to happen is that this guy needs to be able to go here before this guy. Alright, A3 needs to go inside before A2 does. So that's gonna be a big problem. First, I'm going to stop A2. It's causing some butterfly effect apparently. So maybe this does need to be separated. It goes across. Yeah, this guy is a big problem. Why don't we move the approach upwards to here instead? Move it here instead. So there's more time for this guy to go up and down. Maybe. Kind of. Hopefully. I do want to make this slope more gentle though. So let's do that. And in fact, actually, only the top, the bottom 2 meters. So only up to here. So if we can get this line above there. So only this part needs to be a flap actually, if I design it this way. But it's gonna be so hard to go up, that's the problem. Yeah, I don't think it works. Maybe, we can try, you know what? No harm trying. Always good to try before we continue. No issue with that. And then we have a here. Okay. Okay, it is making it. That's good. So now we need a ramp downwards. This is the question part. How do we get this guy to... Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe it's better for this guy to go up above and have this guy to go through the center. That might be a better path actually. Yeah, I'm starting to think that way. Because if this guy goes through the center here and this guy goes above, I don't have to worry about this guy falling off at the end. He just needs to fall onto that part, which is better. And this guy can just go through and he can be second. So let's do that instead actually. So the hydraulics part can get removed. Don't need all this weird stuff here. Let's just build a path. Okay. Let's try this, shall we? So we have a path for this to go through. We want it to be curved still. Yes. Yes, we do. Let me undo until we get to here. Get rid of the center part. Okay. So we're gonna build a top road first. It needs to be above this guy. So he's taller than 2 meters. Is he? 2.25. Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be something similar here, probably, right? So you can open the flap or something. We need this guy to be slowed down later, so for now we just do what we did previously, which is to do this. So that's what holds it in place. Remove. Don't detach anything, don't detach anything. Yep. Okay, so the road above. Kinda goes like this, I suppose. And then we just have a bunch of steel for now, just holding it up. Let's not think too much. And then we have a road in the middle, which has a flap as well, so this guy can go through. So probably this part is gonna be a flap as well. It'll merge somewhere. We need to slow this guy down. Blah blah blah. Yeah, let's try get rid of the trace. I think most of the road will still be straight, but about this point, no. About this point, we start going downwards. But it needs to curve back down this way. Maybe about there. It needs to be separated so that it can be a flap. This part here can then be joined with that part, I think. I think these parts won't be a flap anyway, so I think that should be fine. Okay, so now we need this to be a strong road. Have a cable here. Make those strong roads as well. Ah, it's a bit too low, so let's move that up. I think it should work. Okay, this part here needs to be bigger. Doesn't really matter for now, it's pretty big. Might be too heavy now. That's always a problem. Let's just use reinforced roads here throughout. Okay. Reinforced roads throughout. Lower the angle, maybe? Might make it less horrible. This part is snapping, which is bad. No, we'll yeah, let's just make everything big. Okay, so this part is the part that touches it. So we're going to have a cable here so that it can push it up. Maybe a cable here. The steel might not be okay here. It's a lot of tension. Where's it breaking first? There. Let's just make all the roads reinforced for now on the top side. A lot of stress on this guy especially. We might have to separate them. So this guy goes here to go down, and then this guy supports separately. What a mess. What a mess. I don't care about money right now. I care about it working more so than anything else. So let's put some cash into getting it to work properly. I need this guy to not break this. Maybe the stress, maybe the cable should be to a different point here. Then we mount it like this. Stress is on this guy now. This is bad. So have a separate point here. Huh, it's just breaking, huh? It's not strong enough. Wait, it's breaking. Yeah, it's just breaking. I think this part's getting a bit too messy. Let me take a look at this again. So I need to support this guy. It needs to be a flap. So a cable is the best choice. Normally I put it there, but I need to support this guy as well. Because the joint is... Actually, the joint will be here. But this guy is breaking because of the angle. This might not be a suitable joint. Maybe. Might be too heavy. I'm gonna support it on a different side. No, doesn't really do anything from that side. What if I did this? It's getting pretty hard, but too slow. It's collapsing inwards. This is breaking. Change the direction of the steel. Make the weight go outwards. Maybe. No, too much weight is on this steel. So let's use another cable here. Maybe not there, maybe here. Okay. Is it out? Not really. Not really at all. Over there. Is that out? It's not really helping. Changing the angle of the steel usually helps a little bit because of the weight distribution, but in this case, it doesn't really help. The instant it goes over, instant this guy goes over, it breaks it entirely. This entire part just snaps in half. Which is a big problem. Not quite sure how to fix that. This guy's breaking, huh? Why are you breaking? What have I done to you? Nothing? Feels like it. What if I do this? Have a gap in the middle so all the weight is split off instead. It's still collapsing. What? Why? What if I get rid of this guy then? This guy is now breaking. What if I made you a muscle? A steel muscle? You're very expensive, you're gonna work. Right? Make you a steel muscle as well. Make a steel muscle as well, I guess. This is breaking. Everything's breaking. Nothing's going to plan at this point. I think the issue is that it's far too heavy. If I can find a way to delay each bus, this might be much more solvable. I'm gonna put a road here. Block it off. So this guy, we're gonna see if we can make it all the way there. So yeah, that guy made it there, so that's not an issue. So if we can slow this guy down, it might be okay. But first, let's block this guy off. See if we can get this guy to complete his journey instead. If he can, we're fine. Still not even alone. Is he colliding with the top, or is it just braking because his weight is too much on this guy? Oh, this broke already. And then this break when he touches the top. Yep, he does touch the top. So that part does work in terms of lifting it up, so good. I'm happy with that. I have this guy blocked off, and then let this guy go through. Does this part work? Not exactly, no. I think this part needs to be redesigned anyway. Make that big, shall we? Why isn't it moving upwards? This should be a rope, right? Should be bending this way, and this guy pushes against it from below. Huh. Move that back. That is working. That is definitely working. Which is good. Very good. So let's see if that doesn't break. Use this. Maybe the answer is to have this guy go down first, so he slows this guy down a lot. And then when this guy goes, he lifts up this thing here. Maybe. I'm gonna try that instead. Instead of what I'm doing here, which is really hard to get it to work. Struggling. We're gonna remove the top bridge. It's gonna be redesigned anyway, so no point thinking about it. Just gonna leave this here for now, so it keeps that in place. This guy shouldn't move. Yep. Okay, done. This guy is going to have a road going down, down, down. Not too many. We're gonna go down relatively quickly here. So one more after this. This should be good enough. Steel to support it in the middle. Probably doesn't need to be steel, but whatever. And then rope here. Okay, it's a bit too weak. Let's use reinforcement. reinforced roads. Bigger. Further back. More steel. A bit too much. Okay. What if we used a muscle here? This part might be better than muscle. Pretty close. I would say that is pretty close. The one thing that could be improved potentially would be to use a slope here. Amount of pressure on this road though is immense, which is why we're having problems here. Is there any way to relieve the stress on that road? I guess have a spring instead. Maybe on both. Have that be compressed. The falling is gonna be a bit of a problem. So we're gonna want a spring, kind of a catch here. And this part is fine, entirely okay. We just need this guy to go on top and we're done. So that part still snaps. Maybe have it shorter. Actually pretty happy with this solution. It's much better than what I was trying to do before. That is not very good. What do you have a spring here? No, it's a bit too far. If you lower it. Definitely don't need this. Huh. Do we even need that? Yes, to hold up the shape. What if we had this one as well? Oh? I don't want it to snap. Okay, this is causing extra weight. It's causing it to snap, maybe. How to get it to not snap? Maybe use spring here instead. And then use a normal steel support here. Have this be stretched. Pre-stretch it by quite a lot. Not too happy. This part's not too happy. Maybe make it lighter. That might help. In fact, do I even need that to reinforce? Now that I have springs holding in place instead. This one seems to need it. Unless I change the angle a bit, maybe. Good fault there. Okay, maybe not reinforce that. Maybe we just use springs here instead of that. And then tighten this one up. Not compress it, but stretch it. Make this a bit stretchy as well. Spring is cheaper anyway, so not too big of a deal. Almost, to be honest. Actually, you know what? Based on what happened just now, we don't need all of it. It can be shorter. Because it's bendy. Okay, that's not entirely what I was trying to do. Let's do this. So this part stretches. Ooh, falling forward isn't the best. Like that. Oh, no! Close, I think. Look at that. Yeah, that's not really how a bus should look like, I don't think. We'll be falling a bit too quickly. Let's have it be neutral. Let's replace all the stretchy parts. So the back part we want it to be a bit stretched so it maintains its shape. This part as well. A bit stretched. Okay, maybe having 5 parts is the best. Yeah. This was the one that nearly worked. It does snap at the end, but what if we reduce it to 50%? Okay, that doesn't help. 70%? That is smooth! Wow, look at that. I like that. It does twang a little bit. Maybe have a spring here instead, in the center. Gonna open up, that's fine. Yep, everything's okay. In fact, it being so slow is a good thing, because it allows this guy to go up. Gonna flop. Ah, perfect! There we go. Okay, now this is gonna have some time to go upwards. So we're gonna have a road going upwards. Okay. Alright, so similarly, let's get some structures in. Across. So only this part needs to flap, so not too worried about that. We can support the rest normally using steam. That's gonna need to be. Yep, everything's fine here. So lower the curve here. About there. And then let's support it. Alright, you're gonna need some spots here. Okay, so this is gonna need a spring. Here. So you can stretch but come back down. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Spring. Okay, this part here is gonna be the part that needs a bit of adjustment. Hopefully that allows it to fall directly onto the end. But you don't know guarantees. Okay, should be fine now. Good, good, everything's going fine. Beautiful. Not so beautiful. That part is a bit less beautiful, I have to admit. It's the only part that broke. This is the only thing in the entire level that broke. Okay, I think we are done. Potentially. Took me an hour and a half to get this level done, but we got there. And I see a lot of potential to reduce costs, by the way. Oh, great. That is not good. So I'm guessing that the problem is this. Probably not stretched enough. Oh, there's a lot of stress there. Yeah, we might need to curve that upwards a bit more. Move that up. Make the curve less messed up. In fact, I can probably compress that further. 30%? No, 20%. It's not good. Let's have this be a bit stretched. 10%. Don't break. You're fine. You're fine. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Woo. Unbreaking. Nice. Not many people did this level. Time to reduce cost. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Do I even need this? Probably not. I think this is good enough. Probably. Should go just fine. Okay, maybe not. This might be the minimum for the bottom part. I say minimum, but honestly, I could just make this a better road and remove that, it'd be cheaper. Yeah. They're fine. 132. Getting pretty close to top 1000. Might as well do that, right? No harm. Let's do this. Wait, was it this one that broke? Or was it this one? I think it was this one, right? Yeah, it's this one. This one doesn't need to be expensive. Get rid of that. And then let's turn a bunch of stuff into wood, shall we? That should be steel. That needs to be a road. That should be fine. This part here is a bit stressed. I'm not sure about this guy, so I'm leaving him for now. Ooh, that's stressed. No, that needs to be a reinforced road. Unfortunate. Okay. As for this part, can be wood, so let's make that wood. This part can be reduced. Is that okay? In fact, do I even need this? We only really find out when this guy comes here, but I don't think we need it. Oh, never mind, we do need it. Maybe that needs to be steel. This might need to be steel. We can remove that. Oh no, that looks fine to me. I'm happy with that. Definitely a lot more to be reduced here, so let's keep going. I still have a bit of time. I know I said I'll be ending about this time, but you know, I can't resist the good shaving. Always nice to shave some money. Shaving. No. Can this be a wood muscle? We'll find out, I guess. Ooh, that needs to be steel. This part here. What's this? That needs to be there. What if I did this? $115,000. I think this part can be re-engineered a little bit to make it cheaper. That part can be better of wood, probably. Very close. Very, very close. Let's try that, shall we? Make this out of wood. And move this back so it can be out of wood. And then these parts here. Let's move this upwards. Get out of wood. We'll find out which part needs to be steel. I'm getting these parts, yep. They look very weak. It should be good enough, I think. Getting really red, but so 1000, are we there? We need to reduce this by more. I know this part can be wood, so we can definitely do that. Not quite top 1000 yet, so let's do the last bit. Get this reduced down, shave it off, and I think this part here can be shaved. Definitely a bit too expensive for my liking. Alright. Is that good enough? Nope. Needs to be steel, this part, unfortunately. But I think this part can be made out of wood, right? Okay, maybe not. Let's leave that as it is. Go through. 105,000. Are we okay? We look fine. We'll find out if we really are okay. And darn. We were close. That's what I'll say. We were close. We need that. Okay, this should be enough. I don't have much time left, so let's get this quickly done. I have something I need to do, but I want to complete this before we move on. 103,000, cheaper than the last one. Does it work? Yes. It feels at the last point every time. Quite unfortunate. But this should be good enough, I hope. Fingers crossed. This body could be cheaper potentially. But you know what? Good enough for me. Alright, 107,000. That's good enough. Okay? This should be good enough. Just spend the time shaving. But I believe this is going to complete it without breaking. What the hell is going on? Okay, you know what? Let's make that a reinforced road, shall we? Should be good enough. Come on. Complete your path. And the last part breaks, of course. Of course it does. Of course it does. Weight is causing that to break. Fine. 105,000. Just work, please. That can be wood. That can be wood. Actually, I made it better by using springs. Ah, oh well. Whatever. We have it done. Top 1000. Complete. No breaking. I am pleased with the solution. And with that, we've come to the end of the stream. I didn't mention it'll be a shorter stream today because I have something on. In fact, I'm actually late for it right now, so I need to get going really quickly. So thank you to Tanshima for coming along and chatting along, and everyone else for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.